What's going on, everyone on YouTube? This is Very Mellow Man, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion modded. Last time we left off, we avenged our slain brothers and sisters in the Fires Guild by storming the Blackwood Company and killing everyone to the last man. We even killed that traitor Maglier. Better, we soul-trapped all of them. So now they will be useful for enchanting. They were not, however, useful for enchanting any of my current gear, since I'm rocking full Archmage stuff.
Oh, Skjorda, Nordwood. We drink. Apparently, Right Wind teaches his blade skills to other fighters.
Okay.
You too.
Yes? You hear about Geronda? He was caught stealing gold, and now he's in jail. I bet Honora's beside herself with grief.
Honora
and Geronda were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all of their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Honora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all, poor thing.
Alright, two sides of a coin. Let's do that.
Care. I'm Jantus Brolus. Someone needs to get Skjorta under control. You'd think Olfand would be the one to do it.
Is that a new quest?
Easterus and I used to be adventurers. Let's see if we can't teach you a...
Oh, illusion.
We'll see. Someone needs... Goodbye.
I'm Olfand, the light armor trainer. Skjorta and I run Nord. If I can't fix it...
Hey.
I heard that some cult called...
Yeah, okay.
Just like Skyrim.
Alright. Okay. Thank you, lady. So, two sides of a coin. We actually have a quest we can do now.
Okay, so let's hear it.
I'm Olga. Hanmund is my live-in partner. No offense, but I don't want to hear about any Mara Mother Mild and Chapel family business. Hanmund and I lived together in the old Nord way. Good enough for my fa and ma, and good enough for me.
That's interesting, but I'm here to talk about
A
rumors.
feed Hollowlake says that Gerald View has been doing good business. Bruma's a funny place, half Cyrodiil and half Skyrim. I'm Old Nord all the way. I keep the old songs and stories alive.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I'm Hanmund. I'm a prospector. Alga's my woman, Nord style. None of that chapel wedding nonsense.
Alright then, you do
I
you.
overheard a guard mention the Countess is looking for a piece to add to her collection of Akaviri artifacts. Our taxpayers' drakes at work. Plenty of mineral.
Alright.
Good day.
Well, we'll just leave that there then. Just go off and try to help her sin.
What do you want? Can't you see that I'm upset? All right.
Nah, you're good.
Our affairs are none of your business. I don't know who you are, and you think I'm going to talk to you about my ex-lover?
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be like that. Charm 30 points for seconds of target. I do not want to use this. I don't have any reason to use it.
Good riddance. Can't you see that I'm upset? Take your time.
Oh, look at that. Let's talk.
I suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold, you may find yourself earning some of it.
Alright
I
then.
know what you've heard.
Give me your
all
stolen.
about your
Well, give me the
own
information.
Run in with the town guard. Well, let's just say it isn't exactly all true.
Oh, I'm not surprised at that at
I
all.
might have let a detail or two leak out to entice someone such as you to assist me. Until you agree to my scheme, I don't want to say more. All I can promise is that you'll be making a lot of money. Are you in or are you out?
Never can have too much money. Keep talking, I'm in.
Smart answer. Here's the deal. Jorunda and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I've been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit petty crimes. I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much at one time. Just enough to keep us going. That is until last year. Jorunda started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. Not just lone merchants, mind you. I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop, as I knew that his capers would one day lead to violence.
Yeah, I flew right to the sun there.
Threatened to hurt me if I got in his way. I think the gold changed him, I really do. He wasn't the man I met 7 years ago. The few times I tried to say something, he'd strike me or push me away. I began to become frightened of him.
As the Grey Fox of the Thieves Guild, I am appalled at this dishonorable thievery that your partner tried to get up to. But what does that have to do with me?
Our last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. We robbed it, and in the midst of the chaos, Jorunda killed a guard. I was mortified. We snatched up the gold and holed up in the mountains. He said if I breathed a word of the murder to anyone, he'd kill me. I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, the Bruma City Guard traced us to our makeshift campsite. I was off gathering food, but Jorunda was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site later, the gold was gone. He'd moved it. What I need you to do is go to the Bruma Castle dungeons and speak to him for me. Convince him to tell you where the gold is, and then we split it.
All right, then.
He's not likely to just come out and tell you, so get creative.
Yeah, I'll get creative, all right. I'll likely just charm him like I did you. Really, maxing out your charm for a single spell is...
What is it now? Well met. What have you been up to? Get out of here before you get hurt. Afternoon. Heard any news lately? I was at Olav's earlier, and I ran into this gunmer named Rainiel Dreles. After a round or two, he told me he was an honest-to-goodness vampire hunter. Any idea what Bruma will do? Now that Baelin is dead? I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave. Please, go on.
I'm at the zone gold.
I'm not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you're trying to trick me into telling something and the guards put you up to it. That fetcher of a guard, Terelius, is always trying to be sneaky. Well, you can forget it. Tell him it isn't going to work.
Oh, okay.
Put that back. Stop right there.
Jail. Commit crimes at the jail, not going to them with the stone gold.
By the way the guards tossed you in here, I can see you're no friend of theirs. I suppose I can trust you. In fact, maybe you can help me with a bit of a problem.
Oh,
Make
of
some money
course.
For yourself in the
No
process.
problem. Why not?
I'm in here for the long haul. They got me for murder, even though I didn't do it. Once the Countess makes a ruling, there's no way it's changing. I owe all of this to that heartless, treacherous witch, Arnora.
Oh, really? What did she do
wanna
to
know
you?
What happened? I'll tell you. I was betrayed, stabbed in the back. I'm in here and Arnora's out there, living in my house. We were doing petty crimes all over Cyrodiil. Small.
Is this gonna be a he said, she said?
Nothing big enough to have them investigate you. Then along comes Arnora with a plan to waylay a tax shipment headed for the Imperial City.
This is so stupid.
We're talking serious gold, complete with armed escorts. I told her she was crazy, but she insisted. Women have a way of getting men to do what they want. So we did it. We ambushed the shipment. In the process, Arnora killed a guard. I told her to be careful and just knock them out, but she didn't listen. We then buried the gold in the woods. Then she disappears to get supplies. Suddenly, the campsite gets raided by the Bruma City Guard. There's no way they could have found us. Oh, there's no doubt she tipped them off. But I was one step ahead. I had moved the loot while she was away. My final revenge. Or was it?
What are you getting at?
I'll tell you. I want Arnora dead. That's right, I said dead. She took my life away, and now I want hers taken as well. You do this for me, and you get the gold. All of it. All I need is proof is that damn amulet she always wears. Show that to me, and the money's yours.
Okay.
Finally, a chance for
Yeah, just serve my time. He's furious, wants revenge, leaving able to kill her, restore the amulet. Well, I know how this is gonna play out. Obviously, we'll be given the opportunity to just double cross him by just giving him the amulet.
So tiresome.
Welcome back to the... So, were you able to find out about the gold or not? How could you stand sharing a cell with that imbecile? So he told you another one of his tall tales. I hope you didn't believe him. What's he got in store for me? He sent you to kill me, is that it? What if there was another way? What if he thought I was dead, but I wasn't?
Yeah, obviously this was gonna happen.
What did he need as proof?
Your amulet.
That fetcher. He knows this is the only heirloom I have left from my family. Only he would stoop so low. Look, I know you could just kill me where I stand. But what if I gave you the amulet and you bring it to him? Then he'd say where the gold's stashed. You kill me here and now. And as far as the town guard is concerned, it's a crime. So you make your choice. You want to do it my way or Jorunda's?
Alright, hold on a sec.
I knew you'd make the smarter decision. Good. Here's the key to the chest by my bed. Inside you'll find the amulet Jorunda wants. Take my amulet to him. Get the gold and bring half of it back here to me. If you don't come back, I'll let the guards in on our plan. You'll be hunted all over Cyrodiil. You don't want that, do you? I don't think so. Good luck.
Alright.
I warn you, don't cross me.
Alright. Yeah, I don't really like to spoil any of these types of quests to me, but
there's an air of mysticism about you.
But there is a very real possibility that I could But I'm really just not really interested in like the role-playing headache that playing this whole thing is giving me is genuinely honestly, I really don't care. I don't care if I have to look up quest answers in order to complete the quests any longer. I really don't.
Show me the proof. So, she's dead, eh? Finally, someone has wiped that stupid, smug grin off her face. Good. Well, you did your part of the bargain, now I'll do mine. The gold is buried outside the walls of Bruma, near the North Gate. Goodbye. I don't expect to be seeing you anytime soon. If I were you, I'd get out of Bruma fast before the guards catch on that she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Go take your break.
I mean, maybe. That's the runestone? Okay. Honestly, those two deserve each other, being realistic, and there's really no reason to do that side quest if you're not, like...
I'm here for Jorunder's gold, and you're my only loose end. I've been hoping to get someone in his cell and loosen his lips, and then you showed up.
Oh.
You really should be more careful when you talk in the dungeons. The sound tends to carry. Jorunder's such an idiot. I've taken care of Honora. She won't be around to point the finger, and Jorunder's not going anywhere for a long time. That just leaves you.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Kill a corrupt guard named Tyrellius Logellus near the stash loot. Well, alright then. Yeah, I was kind of going for something else, but hey. Found the treasure that Jordan concealed. Use a sneaking alteration. 1k gold. I mean, I don't feel bad for either of them. Like, it doesn't matter who was telling the specific truth. The guard died over it, and that's not okay.
Can you spare a coin?
Alright.
Crime doesn't. It may take a while, but with the Blackwood Company gone, the new master can rebuild the Fighters Guild to its former glory.
Yes, I will.
Go bother someone.
But since we're here in the castle anyway, what I'm gonna do is do another side quest that's available here.
Oh, hello.
Or at least I hope I can do it here.
What is it?
What can I do for you? She holds public audience in the Great Hall on weekday mornings. If you need to speak to her, that's the time to do it. Good news from Kvatch for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
Fantastic.
Take care. I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, sure.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Narina Kavain. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone.
Really? Tell me about it.
The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship.
God
Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
All right, then.
Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass?
No, not really. No.
Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea.
So the Alliance ended the conflict?
Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone. Please consider my proposal.
Awesome. Seeking a particular piece of Akaviri origin. Oh, really? I have to keep going?
Hear me out. If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game?
Oh, yeah.
I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger.
What's up? What's up?
I suspect that the text within
Diddy.
can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site. I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks. These landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock has been located. I'll mark it on your map. The rest is up to you. My scouts reported bitter cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed. Be cautious and return home soon. Good luck.
Alright, I actually think it's pretty neat that there's a lot of dialogue you have to go there. Better pass. Alright. Okay. Oh, can't go that way. Really? Ride the Giant Claw Rock. Soon reaches Ireland's next landmark. Okay. Yes. Irie? No, not that one. Well, okay. Very dire translation. Oh. Travel to the place of the Count of Smarts. The rock looks like its namesake, giant lizard foot. Whether you read the diary doesn't matter. Next step is to go due west from the dragon foot until you find a large statue called the Serpent. The Sentinel, the second landmark. Okay. So we are gonna go west. Every second landmark, the Sentinel. Okay, alright, make a flare. Yeah. Now I found the Sentinel. The third landmark is Serpent's, Trail, which is north of the Sentinel. Serpent's Trail. Serpent's Trail is underground tunnel leading to Pale Pass. And we just made a flashlight stuff for this. What? Oh no. Lucian skill. Great. Spending a day in jail removed my Lucian skill. Hilarious. I'll have to fix it later then. I would buy the messenger who penned the diary from carrying, even though he died over 1,000 years ago. The bones were preserved in the frost cage. Who's requested the bones to investigate? Nearby, my messenger discovered the slate tablet with what appears to be activated writing service. These are orders them stored in the diary. Not that. Fucking. Power challenge. Slate. Man. I don't know what else to like do about this, really. Emerge as a restraint, find yourself place towards the legendary Pale Pass. Path winds down the snowy valley. If you follow it, should be directed to the ruins. Right. Mega Flare. Now what? Oh, okay. Right. Winding down the path. Once at the ruins itself, search in the broken walls. Finish just the mouth of the serpent. Fuck. I need to look at these. Fuck! Man, I need to look at these ruins. Honestly, this is a really cool way to discover something. I think that's it. No, that's not it. There are the crumbled walls of once mighty fort, Pale Pass. It appears to have been destroyed by a landslide long ago. You're proceeding to the ruin search of the Mad Stone. Uh-oh. Right. Not there. These savage trolls. So. Oh, okay. Come on. What the heck is it? Right. Nines, you stupid ass. Nines, you stupid. Alright. The ruins will be infested with undead Akaviri. Alright. Time to locate that mad stone. You know what? I don't know why I'm even doing this myself. Alright, I don't think so. You can't even see me play the game normally anymore. The whole reason I made an AoE spell was so I could. Oh.
You have made a long and perilous journey.
Yeah, you bet I have. Jeez.
The army of Raymond is at our doorstep, and our supplies have dwindled. We have awaited your arrival. Tell us, what news do you bring from Akavir?
I heard that sound.
How dare you address me? Die, Care!
I just have to do that all again. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Right. But yeah, okay. All right. Let's try this again.
You have been
Here for your orders.
well done, soldier. Your mission is complete, and you have my thanks. Now we may rest. Long live the Akavir.
Let's see the orders. Activate your command advantage. Some rules of sign and peace. Agent War Axe. Us is in here. Gold. More gold. Fine. Glass. Hey, the Draconian Madstone. This is the way out. That's weird. Damn. Oh, so were they just connected to the whole quest? So all the skeletons just dropped? Alright. That's sick. 11:27 should be early enough for her to give me my reward for all that spelunking I did. That was a fun quest. Fellow adventure.
Have you recovered the Madstone?
Have I ever?
I never thought it possible. I mean, I had hoped. But to actually hold it in my hands. Oh, it's more beautiful than I imagined it. Congratulations. I had a feeling you were the right person for the job. And it seems I owe you a reward. This Akaviri ring was found with the messenger's diary. It awards the wearer with increased agility and resistance to harmful magic. It's known as the Ring of the Viper Eye. I hope it serves you well in your future journeys.
Thank you.
May luck be always on your side.
Not bad.
I've heard that... Durentus Falvius at the chapel can conjure up creatures.
Okay.
I don't have time for you.
Now we need to go to Braden Illyrian's house. I find it. I don't think so. Alien's house. Alien's basement. Have the NASA. All right.
Come on.
Braden Lyrian's house. We need to go to him, I think, in order to actually do the final non-house purchasing side quest in Bruma.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Raynal Draelus, will be allowed access. This better be good. The culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. It's just a matter of wrapping up the details.
Oh, really?
I'd tell you more, but frankly, I don't know who you are, so I'm not sure that I can trust you with that sort of information.
I don't have time for this. Let me just
better be
ride.
Good. Excellent. I accept. The culprit in this crime. I'd tell you.
All right.
Go ahead.
Here's some more
Take
money.
that, and think. The culprit. I'd tell you more.
Oh my
Certainly.
god.
What a thoughtful gift. I suppose. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Raynal Draelus, we may
Damn
never have
you.
uncovered the truth. Let me explain.
Empire.
In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynal arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon,
God.
he was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home.
This
Poor
game.
thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up
There,
investigation,
okay.
and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's
There.
not much more to tell you, so you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer.
How suspicious.
As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense.
To be completely fair, an order of vampire hunters was infiltrated and eventually led by a vampire himself. And because of that, Cyrodiil's capital city is currently infested with vampires living in the sewers. So you're not necessarily wrong about that.
Feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble.
Perhaps you... I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me.
I want the help.
Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast.
I could say no, but I really
just a few hours ago.
So it
I found
kind
the
of
door
felt
open,
weird, but at the same
and my Braden dead.
Standing
over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street.
So it's
Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainiel Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainiel, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma.
I see.
In minutes, Rainiel convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
Sounds like an upstart.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, true.
And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire?
I guess some people have never
It's
heard
all
of
that
night
Rainiel
shifts.
character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name.
I wish I could clear Hustler's name with the additional detail of him coming back to life, but that's not possible,
I
so...
know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Alright. Alright, let's talk to regular townsfolk. You look like a regular townsfolk.
Edla Darkheart. If you want to be a...
Not interested.
Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Rainiel slew him. Kind of strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such a likable fellow.
Yeah, vampires can blend in with a bunch of
show you
stuff.
some new things.
You're an apprentice. Get out of my face.
Good day.
Homeless
I'm
man.
only asking for an...
Thank you.
Oh, you know about Raymond Draelus.
Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Rainiel slew him.
And
Kinda
I
strange,
really
though.
just don't...
I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such an unlikable fellow. Yet, he seemed...
That's all anyone's saying about him.
something new upon ye.
Go ahead, please. Yes, the vampire hunter. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures. He seemed to be...
Is it just... I guess it's everyone's opinion on him. Alright, let's three people say the same goddamn thing. Okay, he's apparently staying at the Labs Tap and Track. Oh. That's what I get.
May the wind be on your back. What can I do?
Oh, well,
I usually don't give out that kind of information.
Okay. Right, so just gonna charm myself and make you talk to me.
What can I do? Raynill's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
Yeah.
What can I do? I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynill killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder. He isn't in.
All right.
Just look for me if you need anything else.
All right, Reynolds room key. I discovered a small jar in Reynolds' room. At the end, Kingsley was part of a group of adventurers who uncovered an artifact of some sort from some alien ruins. They all agreed to stash the artifact in the cave until more research could be done with it. Each of them took a key to the chest and was secured in. The two other members of the group were Braden and someone named Galaborn. Need to find out more about Galaborn. More my suspicions about Raynill. Let me able to help. All right, buddy.
What can I... Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynill told me that he was...
Yeah,
the
these guys are
last vampire
sus.
he hunted.
I think they're even worse than the vampire hunters we
that's right.
took care of
Somewhere
outside of
in
Skingrad.
I believe.
Yes.
He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynill and his so-called accomplishment. Just look for me if you need anything. Balin. Oh,
Uh-huh. Alright, well. These fake vampire hunters are... I think where I was using the vampire's cover so we get the keys to chests where they stash everything. I think it's time to see the characters when it's Rams stops. Alright.
You look like a bright one.
good to see you.
God damn. Fake vigilantes.
So, any new revelations in your investigation? I'm sure Arlene is very upset. She'll be... Her accusations that Raynill is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was some...
Yeah, I like your voice acting, Wes Johnson. We need to listen to this.
How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Galaborn was killed by Raynill not too long ago. Galaborn
No,
was a vampire as
but...
well, obviously.
What? I disagree, buddy.
What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Galaborn was not a vampire?
I have his journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynill have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynill from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that two innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Alright, fine. An hour. Fake vampire hunter. Fake vigilantes are in some ways worse than fake policemen.
Go ahead.
Because, God.
Good to...
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads.
Because fake vigilantes can literally do anything to ruin everyone's day. And they're basically way more difficult to predict.
The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gelliborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynal doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him.
All right, then.
Please.
Oh, hey, we were already here. Sweet.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake.
Boy, was it ever, punk.
I saw you enter Olav's tap and tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer.
You won't surrender then.
Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here. But then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom.
This is your last chance, buddy.
Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive.
Okay, punk, you're gonna get it.
Good luck.
Good luck indeed, because you're gonna need it. Alright. Now, we'll do... I use Drain Strength and Increase Burn to freeze him in place, so he couldn't use his melee abilities. And before he could even get a significant blast of lightning, I blasted him with ice. Oh. Daedric Claymore. Right. Well, if that's the case, I'll just take off Necromancer's Amulet. While it has all three keys, discover the artifact in the amulet. Seems very unremarkable. Yeah, killing 3 people to get this... It's unforgivable. If you were just trying to be a greedy scumbag, I cannot imagine what a mundane amulet would be worth. I wouldn't know, sir.
Have mercy.
I wouldn't know. Just don't talk to me. You're... I'm not quiet.
What news do you bring? Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now.
Okay.
However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state.
Did the word leave for Brandon?
No. He always feared this day would come. He left me
Did
knowledge
the word
of that
die,
word in the
Brandon?
event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered.
Here it is.
Thank you. I will now speak the word brotherhood. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful
A brotherhood
as it was the day
betrayed.
I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel. I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand.
I think a lot of people understand saying someone awful. I think a lot of people understand the sensation of feeling glad that a terrible, awful person who has hurt you or going to hurt many more people is dead. And I feel like some people don't need to feel guilty about feeling that way.
Justice has been done.
Yes, it has.